Hey, welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? A few days ago, got a weird message during a stream. This is during a stream. And it was just some rando going, "Hi, hello, how are you?" Did not respond to it, and that should have been the end of it. Because that's weird to do, right? That's already fucking strange. That's already, that's well understood to not be a cool thing to do. To just message a random person who's currently streaming on Twitch, right? Am I right?
No, you're right. I was being quiet because I thought you wanted to take the.
No. I'm just.
You're right. Good. You're right. That is weird. They should if you throw that into the chat, you just go, "Oh, hey, how are you doing?" And it's just a regular interaction.
Messaging whisper.
Yeah, messaging you personally while you're streaming is weird.
Mm-hmm. And then after not responding to it for a while, they sent another message. "Hey, I would like to be part of the stream." And then some other stuff I don't remember because my brain just kind of turned off at that moment.
A part of the which stream?
I don't.
First of all,
I want to say it first popped while I was playing Returnal last week. No, it might have been someone else's stream. It was one of our streams, regardless. The interaction is gone now, I assume, because they got banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
This is very, very fucking strange little interaction.
Yeah, we at the moment we're not playing games that people get on. I'm here guesting, but that's because I'm in the same physical location.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think, is any of I guess there's Alice playing Overwatch, but I'm pretty sure it was not during an Overwatch stream.
That would make too much sense.
Would you be willing to carry my content on your website thing? Yeah, that's the most positive version that I can think of.
I'll lay on this bullet. Hey, if you are someone actively looking to collab with us, just reach out to us. We're September and Remy. We're always fine to be whispered at. We'll do whatever thing it is that you're wanting us to consider. We'll probably reject you, but we'll see.
Let them be the managers.
I'll run that.
All right, sounds good to me.
I'll be the one in charge of telling people, no, you have obviously racist content on your shit. We're not interested in doing that.
Oh, look, your avatar is Pepe the Frog.
Yeah, that hard pass, thanks.
That definitely doesn't tell me exactly what to think of you.
Did this person have a Pepe the Frog avatar?
No, they didn't have shit.
Oh.
They had an empty profile, and it looks like they'd never streamed before.
Oh.
So yeah, as Beekeeper's saying, the thing he said is a scam, and that is the most positive version of that whole situation possible.
That they were trying to scam us.
Because otherwise, they were probably a sex pest. They looked at my page and thought that's how I got on the team. Oh no. Alright, so I'm going to close the browser here so it doesn't flub up my my Returnal game. You got your phone for the chat?
Oh, somewhere, certainly.
I got this,
I lied. I lied. I do not have my phone with me. Let me go grab that.
Alright. Let's, first I gotta bring Steam up, huh? And, there we go. These are the games that have been getting a lot of play over here. Death Must Die is pretty cool. Katie's been playing a lot of that. Last 2 weeks, 45.9 hours. Yeah, a lot of that, huh? Alright, let's see. Final Fantasy 14 over here. Finally overtook Alice's time in Champions and my time in Paladins. Let's see. Returnal, there we go. So hey, Beekeeper, Bad Road, and Freya. Should probably put some stuff on your page. Nominate Returnal in the Steam Awards. I mean, it's a good game, though the PC version is noticeably worse in many ways. Fuck you.
Eat shit, actually.
What the fuck? Don't tell me how to play my fucking game.
Holy shit.
I actively dislike this screen right here. So grab a Xbox controller. An Xbox controller.
An Xbox controller, surely.
DualSense controller. X
So-
is technically
X is about a
consonant.
consonant, thank you.
So Xbox doesn't sound right though, because when you write it that way, it starts with an E sound. A DualSense controller, or really any kind of controller-looking device that can connect. Hello, fellow kids.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make your... Oh my god. Are you for fucking real? That better only happen once.
Yeah, that's going to be really disappointing. Anyway, my name's Remy.
Hey, your name's Remy.
Yeah.
They'll have to guess my name.
I thought I'd say it.
Mm.
Well, people know who you are. It's your stream. I'm the guest. I just wanted to get my name out there so that people can check out my SoundCloud. We do have a SoundCloud, but A, we don't know how to get into it, and B, we think all of the stuff on it got deleted, which is a shame.
Rhea says, we once got a friend request on Discord we don't check from a stranger who does stream graphics type work.
Yeah.
We don't know what they actually wanted because we ignored the friend request until it went away.
Yeah. That happened to many also. They were posting about it.
Yeah, that's one of the most common ways to scams now is random fucking private messages and different services, apparently.
Thank you. It's less of a SoundCloud and more of a sound void.
Very nice.
It was a podcast. As much as it goes.
So, like, the ship's getting worse.
It is getting worse.
It's more busted every time it falls.
It's certainly worse this time. I don't know if it's the same amount of worse every time.
Yeah. But it's definitely trying to get my attention that it's worse right now.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting. I like that the weather's not always the same, too. I like the getting to play in the rain. Oh, it doesn't continue in here. Wait, what?
You went to the tower.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to play Tower of Sisyphus. It's got its own story stuff. And I'm waiting
does
on
it?
Yeah, and I'm waiting on that till after I finish the main game.
Oh, neat.
How much ether do you want? You want 10. No thanks. I will keep this ether with me in case I need it later. What I love about this game is on high graphics and low graphics, it plays exactly the same. Wait, did I say love? Whoops. Hate, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for.
Have active antipathy towards.
Which, according to hetero romance movies, is the same thing as love.
Yeah. Man, our whole society is just like... It's wild, right?
It's some fucked up shit is what it is.
It's just weird how bad it is at every turn. Large Silphium.
That's as opposed to Big Silphium. He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
Do that as a rapper name, Big Silphium.
Yeah.
No one would get it except like 3 people who listen to rap and also play Returnal. There's got to be a higher crossover than that.
I was gonna say, Returnal's a pretty good game, and it sold rather well.
Not... Oh, fuck. Right. I forgot about you. Stop looking at me.
I do not wish to be perceived today.
Fuck that guy. Give me my repair enhancer.
Sure.
I love it if all my games played as well on high graphics as they do on low graphics. No, these ones play as badly on low graphics as they do on high graphics is the problem.
I got so many from Young women who are obviously sex workers. Here, face spam in this group, it's like 5 or 6 a day. I just quietly block them. The new thing on Twitter is them for like or retweet old messages to get into my notifications.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that on fucking Mastodon. Like, a lot. A lot of people who just hit favorite on, like, beg posts to advertise their fucking book. You want to talk about how to not get me to buy your book? Is advertise at me in my hour of financial need.
Yeah, it seems really scummy. Please, I'm sorry. Please tell me that it was a financial self-help book.
It was not.
Okay.
That would be really awful.
Yes,
rather
it would.
than just mostly awful. Oof. For those of you who don't know, or who can't hear the sound, perhaps,
Like me.
those guys, those orange guys, I'm not just a fucking psychic. They do make a loud sound to tell you exactly when to dodge. So I wasn't dodging blind, even though that's how it looked.
Both of them?
Apparently.
Both of them, that sucks.
Alright, we done here? Oh, apparently not. Found him. I found him.
Enhanced vision.
Yeah.
Which apparently means prawn doors.
I think there's some way to scan your surroundings, but I cannot fucking remember what it is. But generally speaking, what you can use it for is to see enemies through walls as little red circles.
Like Batman does, or
yes. The Predator mode. You think Batman is the Predator? He did have a crossover with Aliens.
did. That's true.
Right? Locked chest. Good. On your way then?
Just investigated that completely and then turned around.
Yeah. Out of here. Oh, fuck off. Can I have a new gun, please? Anybody?
I try to avoid most websites these days. Yeah, that's a reasonable option.
Uh-huh. There he is. There we go. Anyone else? Anybody? Oh. Not till after my, my ult wears out, at least. I think that someone saw the word ultimate and thought it was the same thing as alternate, and that's why they call it alt fire in this game. As in ALT instead of ULT, despite that it functions more as an ultimate ability. Alright, there's some more of them. Whoa.
Well,
what an asshole.
just came up right behind you, hey?
Yeah. Don't know why my slash didn't go off the first time.
Yeah, I also thought you got in the plunging attack, but
Ominous Oddkeeper.
I thought that said odorous doorkeeper.
That'd be way cooler.
Wouldn't it?
Yes. That'd be like Lurch in the Addams Family.
Yeah. It would be like that.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that positive ability on there. And the negative is not terrible, but I don't give a shit about the positive. Lurch is awesome. Oh, he comes in all, you rang. Ultimate fire, the last bullet you'll ever shoot. Shit, Bad Road, you just came up with a whole graphic novel series in one sentence.
No, it's called 100 Bullets. 100.
Here we got a Hollow Seeker with waves. Or we have a thermogenic launcher with tracker storm and obolite magnet. Over here we've got electro pylon driver with silphium extraction. Nah, I'm good with the hollow seeker. Pretty good. It's a pretty good hollow seeker for level 0.
Does silphium extraction mean that you leech health when you fire with it?
Do what?
Does silphium extraction mean that you leech health when you fire with it?
No, it means enemies have a chance to drop silphium.
Oh, okay. I presume more of a chance.
I think they have a 0% chance by default.
Oh, do they?
Not 100% on that. Alright, that's the ominous ood. There.
Nice.
Fucker.
Excellent work.
Or if I can still do the lurch rumble. That wasn't bad, but none of it came through the mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that was really good. There's no way the mic got it.
I looked over at the fucking stream box.
Yeah.
That was flatlined.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, bass in a UU choir.
I heard it, and I am your witness that it was a very good lurch ult.
Why, thank you. Dang, I got hit again. And I fell down this hole. I was trying to skirt it, but didn't happen.
Hello, skirts. I should have more of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's, while that thing I just said is true, I've sort of been angling to get a couple of more mask pieces of clothes because a lot of my wardrobe has started to trend very femme.
Uh-huh.
And while I like that, I like having a mix.
Mm-hmm.
So, need some button-ups, I think.
Mm-hmm. Caustic rot nose. Better salvage.
Cool acid on death.
That actually becomes a big problem in busy rooms.
Does it not go away, the acid?
It goes away after a while. It's there for too long, though.
You know what they say.
Fuck. That's what they say.
They do say fuck. They say if it's acid, send it bacid. That's
If
all.
it's space, drink it dace.
Yep, that's what they say.
Yep.
It's already in the quote bot. You don't have to put it there.
Bouncing rot shock stream. Rot gland lobber. Aye, the rot gland lobber. That's what we called him.
Yeah.
As a mysterious vandal walks through the town and pulls out some sheep glands that are rotten, and he lobs them at your windows. No one's ever caught the man.
I was gonna say those sound like 3 very bad GI Joes.
I mean, in their defense, all the GI Joes have terrible names.
Yeah. They're all Firebirds.
Yep. They're supposed to sound cool to 10-year-old boys in the 80s, which is just by default dorky as fuck.
One of the cheat commandos isn't called Furburger, right? I'm making that up?
Yeah, I don't think that's a cheat commando.
Okay, good. I was like trying to go through them in my head because honestly, all of the cheat commandos have bad names too.
Yeah.
I don't know why
intentionally.
Firebird. Yeah, I don't know why Firebird gets away, but like,
because it's supposed to be that they have no self-awareness whatsoever.
oh yeah. Hey there, Sunny Jim. Could you help an old denominator like me gather their spectacles?
That everyone? Good. Fuck them. Here's my new weapon. Ah, come on! fucking rude, I'm telling you.
Even Scarlet, I actually don't know what that connects to.
I assume G.I. Joe.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess Scarlet's fine, but
that's
she's
so
called...
out of place with every other name because she's the girl.
Yeah, she's the girl one and has red hair,
yeah.
so she's Scarlet.
That, like, attests to her having no personality because she's a woman. So yeah, real bad in its own way.
Oh, there it is.
Found your phone? Oh,
no.
You found your sports juice.
Yeah. I got my sports juice to try and make my electrolytes feel better in my brain.
Sports candy.
Yeah.
I'll keep what I got, thank you very much. What was the name of the Cheat Commando's accountant?
Reynolds.
Reynolds, right. See, he has no personality because he's an accountant.
Yeah. Well, no, he has a personality, and the personality is he is an accountant.
That's true. It's just the joke.
I might as well go get teen pregnant. No, no.
Ooh, it's the robot toy. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. I'm very glad you got this. Because we were just watching the, to get clips, we were just watching the stream where you got this.
Uh-huh.
And apparently September forgot to say this when you first got it. Mm-hmm. But now that you've got it again, we have the opportunity to say, hey, what a coincidence. I'm also a broken robot toy.
Aww. Alright, that's to the desert.
I'm actually trying to remember more of them, and I'm only coming up with Duke, Snake Eyes, and Snow Job, and I only remember Snow Job because he was in 3 different Robot Chicken sketches.
What about Sergeant Slaughter? He was canonized into G.I. Joe.
He was. He was also canonized into the Mario Brothers.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
I know, right?
I don't remember much about him, except that he was very casually racist on WWF television. They should have put Lou Albano in G.I. Joe.
Uh-huh.
He was a captain.
Yeah. He could have been Captain Albano.
Captain Lou, what should we do?
Oh no, Luigi.
I guess you should do the Mario!
So I've brought up a list of General Infantry Joe names.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Breaker.
Fuck. The fucking thing moved and it tricked me out. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's just got tilted to the side and I lost control. And then I fell down a hole. Okay.
So we have Breaker, Clutch. These are just in alphabetical order.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear any of the names and think, who's that Whack Job? Whack Job also is not on this list, I don't think.
Oh, that's no fun.
I know. Breaker, Clutch, Flash, Grand Slam, Grunt, Hawk, Rock and Roll, Scarlet, Short Fuse with a Z, Snake Eyes, Stalker, Stealer, Zap.
Oh my god.
Ace, Airborne, Cover Girl, Doc, Duke, Gung Ho, Snow Job, Torpedo, Tripwire, Wild Bill.
Yep, knew that was happening. Go ahead.
Blowtorch, Cutter, Deep Six, Mutt and Junkyard, Recondo, Ripcord, Roadblock, Spirit and Freedom, Thunder, Airtight, Alpine, but there's a lot of these. There's a lot more of these than I thought there were going to be, and these are just the Joes. The Cobras are in their own list.
Uh-huh.
Alpine, Barbecue, Bazooka, Crankcase. Oh, I was wrong. They are in there. Dusty, Flint, Footloose, Frostbite, Heavy Metal, Keelhaul, Lady J, Quick Kick. This one's called Quick Kick.
Quick tick?
Quick Kick.
Quick kick?
Yeah.
Like the basic karate move?
Yeah, apparently they're into silent weapons and were killed in issue 109 of the comic while escaping in a stolen Cobra Rage tank.
The Marvel comic?
I don't know. It just says number 109, and I presume they don't mean the show because they don't let people die on the show.
Until the movie happened. Then they killed Duke, but Transformers had just happened, so they had to add in a thing to show, no, Duke's okay. Children, your heroes are not all being killed off one by one by a heartless corporate overlord.
I saw his parachute open. Here's Sergeant Slaughter. Who's, by the way, Sergeant Slaughter's name canonically in G.I. Joe's, his human name, because of course Sergeant Slaughter is a code name like the rest of the Joes, is Robert Rudolph Remus.
It sounds like another wrestling name.
I know, right?
Triple R.
Triple R. Shipwreck and Polly, Toll Booth. Beachhead, Claymore, Cross Country, Dial Tone. The Fridge. Oh no, that's just William Refrigerator Perry.
That's just another wrestler.
That's just regular. He's a footballer.
He sounds like a wrestling name.
He also did a wrestling thing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He was on a WrestleMania one year. I think he fought Bam Bam Bigelow. I could be wrong in that. I would have to look.
So he didn't no show like Shaquille.
No, he didn't
O'Neal
no show like fucking that coward Shaquille O'Neal did. No.
I felt so bad because like the Big Show, not the character, like the actual person whose name is currently escaping me, was so sad all the time for literally months after that.
Paul White.
Yes. And maybe I'm reading into that too much, but holy shit did he look sad.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, Shaq, I thought you were my friend.
I remember not liking the season where Sergeant Slaughter introduced and concluded each episode.
I remember already not liking Sergeant Slaughter very much.
Yeah, like you said, he was racist on WWF television and then was an Iraqi sympathizer. That was his heel persona.
Fucking hell. I'm just trying to get rid of you guys, but if you're all shooting at me at once with a staggered pattern, that makes it a lot more difficult.
How many more of these do we have? Oh god, there's a lot actually.
Oh yeah.
There's so many of these.
Remember, they're all coming from different sources too. So it's not just like there's that many characters in one thing. We're looking at like years and years worth of characters.
So here's the thing, the specific list I'm looking at is G.I. Joe Real American Hero 1982 to 1994, which is news to me. That's how long that lasted.
Fuck. Can't believe I keep doing this. I'm not in this today.
We're only in 1986. So the Fridge, Iceberg, Leatherneck, Lifeline, Lift Ticket, Low Light, Mainframe, Sci-Fi, Slipstream. That says Wetsuit. I had to try really hard to not read it as Wet Slut, but that's a me problem. Avalanche, Backstop, Blaster, Blocker, Chuckles, Crazy Legs.
Chuckles.
Yeah, Chuckles is undercover.
That is definitely a name given to him by a Cobra.
Disavowed Continuity, killed by the Coil General Overlord.
What's the Coil General Overlord?
I don't know. There are things I could click to tell me that information, and I do not. I don't want to fall further down this hole, but I've committed to naming at least all the Joes.
Bad Road says he'd be satisfied if you stopped reading Joe names.
Then I'm going to stop reading Joe names.
Oh, fuck.
There's a lot of these. They're bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where there's so many of them that they absolutely can't all be good.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, only 2 or 3 of them are actually, like, anything.
Yep.
They are all Krakotog, Silent Rip, Foxface, Furburger.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Hurdy-gurdy.
That's my commando name.
I was thinking about hurdy-gurdy.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about if I had a last name, what would I want it to be? I'm not convinced that I need one.
They do seem overhyped.
Yeah, it's mostly a way to, like, tie yourself to your family, but that's... For complex reasons, that's not a thing I really have.
I found a pulsating mass.
Neat.
Yeah, that's about the correct response.
I'm glad you found that. That's good to find.
Oh, fuck.
Overhype would be a good show.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Laugh So Hard if Fumbles gets onto the list. I can certainly look.
Fumbles. He could team up with Chuckles.
They have one called Hard Top.
Oh, I remember Hard Top.
Yeah.
Not anything about him.
He drives a crawler driver. He was packaged with the Defiant Space Shuttle playset.
Ah.
Technically a member of the Air Force, so not a Joe, because that's a term that has meaning.
Uh-huh.
And his human name is Nicholas D. Klaus. Which sounds like he's supposed to be Santa, but that, like, doesn't scan with anything else.
Yeah, that's weird. It's literally named after Santa Claus. Why would they not have him be Santa Claus?
Red Dog. I'm just naming the ones now that are of particular risibility.
Mm-hmm.
Hardball.
That's what he's playing.
Hardball is a multi-shot grenadier killed by Red Shadow's assassins in Brazil.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Apparently, I don't know G.I. Joe very well. Ah, fuck. You know what? You know what? I'm not taking any more of these hits. Y'all can fucking get hit with my sword instead. How's that sound, fucker? Ah, bring it on. Bring it on. You gonna jump at me? I got you. Okay, that was a much louder sound. Ah, fuck. I have to fight one of them with my fucking starter pistol? No one correct me about the fact that starter pistol actually has a meaning.
Their general is called Flag.
Flag?
Yeah.
Huh. General Flag.
Yep. James Longstreet Flag the Third.
More of these guys are spawning now, and I don't like it.
Also, Colonel Courage.
Colonel Courage. But he's actually quite cowardly. G.I. Joe couldn't have cowardly good guys. They had to stand up for the United States what's it called when capitalism, military-industrial complex.
There you go.
Ah, my brain just did not want to get there.
I am not seeing fumbles. Pardon.
Gesundheit.
Heard, Chef.
Modified sidearm SD mate. At least it has extra damage. Excuse me. Give me this delicious Silphium. Tastes so good. Num num. I'll try this Silphium stuff. I'm definitely not addicted. Dog whistle? Oh, like General Flag? Colonel Courage?
Longstreet?
Longstreet? I don't know Longstreet. Is that someone you mentioned?
Yeah, James Longstreet was second in command to Robert E. Lee.
What?
Shame.
Lee was the southern one, right?
Yes.
Thought so. So that's not a good guy to have in your corner.
Especially not a good guy leading your U.S. Army thing.
Your U.S. Army for Children cartoon?
Yeah, your U.S. Army for Children cartoon. Look at the results. That'll just tell me the information I want.
Alright. This one I've got lots of cover, so I don't need to worry about dashing off the side as much. Because that's just been a pattern tonight. Sluggish. Oh, I fell down a hole. Fortunately, it was a weapon hole. Please give me anything but this pistol. Don't mind if I do. Unless you can offer me something better. Wow. Unless they can offer something better, I'm not going to take the next weapon.
Huh. Well. Good Christmas, I guess.
Uh-huh. Plus, I got the Void Beam. Which is, in fact, pretty much the best ult in the game. As level 2 weapons go, this is as good as it gets.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? That shouldn't have hit me. That's crap right there.
So I had thought it was a one-on-one match, but it wasn't. Refrigerator Perry was at WrestleMania 2. In the WWF versus NFL Battle Royal.
What? Why do I not remember that?
Let me look down this list. Because it's not listed who all did the thing.
I mean, it is. That's something that I would remember from my childhood as well.
So Andre the Giant won by eliminating Bret Hart at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The other participants in this battle royal were Jimbo Covert, NFL player for the Chicago Bears, Pedro Morales, Tony Atlas, Ted Arcidi, Harvey Martin, a former NFL player for the Dallas Cowboys, Danny Spivey, Hillbilly Jim, King Tonga, Iron Sheik, Ernie Holmes from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
King Konga isn't King Kong Bundy, is it?
King Tonga.
Yeah, that's not King Kong Bundy, is it?
I don't think so. I think that's Meng. Haku, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. It sounds like it sure was a WWE event.
It sure was. So WrestleMania 2 had a massive amount of star power, actually.
James Longstreet was... Oh, yeah, you already read that.
Yeah, yeah. So... Like, just looking at this results page. Mr. T with Joe Frazier, the boxer, defeated Roddy Piper with Lou Duva and Cowboy Bob Orton by 4th round disqualification in just a straight up boxing match.
Once you start introducing boxing and MMA to wrestling, people start wondering. That's the thing, right? And that's why they'd stop doing boxing matches. Because otherwise everyone would realize that boxing's fake.
Yep. All right, this was the weird one that it was at 3 venues.
That I think I remember.
Yeah, because they wanted to do it outdoors and then realized that they couldn't do it outdoors because doing a thing outdoors doing a 6-hour thing outdoors means you lose light at some point.
Yeah.
So the first one's at Nassau Coliseum on the East Coast. The second is the Rosemont Horizon, which is in Chicago, I think. And then the last one is Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena on the other coast.
I gotta admit, that's a really good idea.
That is an idea. That's a solution to the problem they created.
That's true.
Which is sort of Vince McMahon's whole deal.
Yeah, usually he doesn't come up with a solution, though.
I don't know if he came up with this solution. I'm saying it was a solution to what was almost certainly his bad idea.
Probably, it was probably Paul.
Orndorff?
No,
There's a lot of Pauls.
The little guy who was Vince's idea man. He did Brock Lesnar's shit.
Oh, Paul Heyman. This would have been far before that was a thing.
Oh, huh.
Yeah.
I thought Paul Heyman had been around for a long time.
He had, but he was working for the NWA and then splitting off from the NWA to form ECW.
Ah, gotcha. Which was then absorbed by WWF.
Yeah, because Paul Heyman is a pretty good booker, all things considered, and apparently fucking terrible with money.
Uh-huh. So he's a lot like Vince.
Yeah, at the level of bad with money, at the level you need to be able to successfully run a professional wrestling.
Vince is also bad at that, but he's too big to fail.
Yeah, that's the thing, hey?
Alright, what do we got here? It's the Rolt Gland Lobber again. I can't put up with this, it smells so bad.
Longstreet was buddies with Ulysses S. Grant, which allowed him to redeem himself, later leading a unit of African-American soldiers against the white supremacist militia. Well, that takes some of the stank off. That is something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is this all in fiction, or is this based on a real person, or what?
So, General Flag from G.I. Joe. Mm-hmm. Last name was Longstreet.
Uh-huh. So it was named after this.
Was almost certainly named after this general, yes.
Okay. The conversation can only be half of my attention.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm happy to play fill-in.
I appreciate it. All right, let's see. I have enough for the melee boost. Fuck yeah, and there was a fucking orange doorway back there I can break open.
Hey, you got both at once.
Uh-huh. Both of what?
The blade breaker and the thing that you need the blade breaker for.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant a different power-up. Sorry.
Nope.
All right. Yes, I did. Now, I gotta remember which room it was in. I think it was this room, but it might have been the one before.
Is there a thing on the map that lets you know that thing?
No. If only, if only.
There was a game I really liked called Only If, and then the creators were shitty.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, got there.
Yeah, that's been the problem with a lot of games I've liked in the past. Alright, I'll take it. I always need repairs anyway, right? I'm not good at not getting hit most of the time. Like you think I play characters who can teleport in Paladins. Got my Ying, got my Kinessa.
We like tanks. So we like staying in one place, preferably on or near the point. And hitting people with big weapon.
Makes sense.
We also like running around behind people and shooting them in the back of the head by surprise.
I like a character with mobility. And beyond that, it's fine. I'll play anyone. Unless they're like Maeve. Maeve actually, playing Maeve. So Alice always says when she starts playing
you've got standards.
Alice always says when she like ends up playing Cassidy or any other like super basic point and click character, she says, "Is it supposed to make me feel like I'm cheating?" And that's how Maeve made me feel. I just realized why I'm having trouble.
Oh, your crosshair's off.
Yep. Fuck, that should help. All right.
Did it turn? Yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah. It takes a second. Menu's got to close first.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Is this game procedurally generating the levels? Yes, from room.
Yeah, there's rooms that are
parts.
used as like a tile set.
Yes, thank you. That is a good way to put the thing I was trying to get to.
It's not quite as complex as something like Remnant from the Ashes, where there's multiple tiles to place for each room. But yeah, it's randomized and they've worked that into the story. And I think that's pretty cool.
No, it works very well for the narrative they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got hit, so it didn't get to tackle.
Hmm.
You're fighting something that can tackle you, that you need to dodge. Don't stand near the edge of a cliff over a bottomless pit.
No, don't do that thing. Do better. Make a better decision than that decision.
Unless the thing can't fly, then maybe do that. Because then you can, like, frick it.
SSX.
Oof.
Oof.
Yep, big oofs.
Golly.
Yep. No, it's fine.
What's happening over there?
They all spawned in at once right next to me.
They sure did. Wowzers.
I'm not super happy about it. I thought I was safe, then the tree man spawned, and I was like, okay, kill the tree man. And then there was 4 tackling guys just all over me. So not cool. So it begins to feel like a Xeno's journey. You're forever pursuing the pickup point and getting closer, but never quite there. Right, like relativistic speed.
Yeah.
Or like Sisyphus with the boulder. Which is why the second game mode in this is called Tower of Sisyphus.
Mm-hmm. One must imagine Celine happy. I don't know what that's from, actually. I just see a bunch of people quote it. So I'm sorry if it's problematic in some way.
I don't know. Never seen anyone quote that or what it's from, so I could not tell you. Don't be afraid to perk up in the chat if any of us ever say anything problematic.
Aye.
Much better to be corrected than to be an asshole.
We wield this vanity like a scalpel.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what do we got here? Sylphium vial. I mean, that thing's fucking useless. Talking strings aren't great.
It heals you the body inside of it.
I am the body.
What did that one hole go to?
That's co-op mode.
Oh, okay.
Which would require 2 computers powerful enough to run this.
Yeah, yeah.
One working as a server. So might actually have dedicated servers. But that doesn't really work with my joke.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say it's physically impossible to ever have a co-op game going.
Mm-hmm. You ever watch Kino's Journey?
No.
It's an anime.
Is that a Xeno's Journey analog?
No.
Oh, I found another Rockland lobber, and this one's real stanky.
Oh, well, it's got a lot of charge boost.
Uh-huh.
And extra damage boost.
Yeah. That's crap.
Anyway, it's about this person and their talking motorcycle, and they learn about how the world is bad in various ways.
Ah.
There are some ways in which the world is good also, but...
That's important to remember, but also to not forget the bad parts.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good 3-point landing she does, though.
It's really good. An excellent animation.
She's definitely been doing this for a while.
A lot of the, naturalistic animation in this actually looks pretty well on Celine as she's running around.
Uh-huh. Fuck. Ah, fuck off. Dang, I took a bunch of damage already. So not cool. Oh, this is how you get in here. Oh, I can't knock the statue over.
Hmm.
I was hoping.
Eat sticks.
Anyone home?
Hello?
Hello? Is there anyone in here?
We fucking watched the fucking clip from that today while we were working on stuff. And God, it's so good.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
Hmm?
This healing? Give me some healing. No, that was more max HP, not what I needed. I mean, good long term. If I have to survive till the long term is the problem. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Sail.
Ah, what? Oh, fuck, I forgot they do that. Oh, that sucks so bad. What the fuck? Where is it? Oh, God. Oh, I thought that was a hole.
Oh. No, just some silly
Where's
orange
the
water.
thing sending out these energy rings? They're at weird angles.
Gonna get that drop shot, huh?
I'm trying. There we go.
Hey.
Got there eventually. This one's easier. He's closer. Frisbee, what are you doing? Frisbee. Let me see. Let me see. What's going on? Who is bothering us at this time?
We're just gonna have a quick look. We're just gonna see how that goes.
What's up, guys? It's just someone walking on the street.
It's just someone walking on the street.
No, shoot. You know better than to listen to him. Don't be like that. You weren't even that close to the fence. Ugh.
One of our favorite episodes was, comes to this town, and the town is empty.
Mm-hmm.
There's buildings, and they're well kept. They're well upkept, and like for all intents and purposes, it looks like there should be like a very thriving thing here.
Fuck.
And technically there is. It's just that all of the stores and hotels and things are staffed by robots. And she like stays there 3 nights there, and as is her custom, it's like, well, that was weird, and just sort of leaves. And as she's leaving, she finds that just outside the city are little small cottages spaced very far apart. And she talks to one of the people who's there. It's like, oh yeah, we all used to live in the city. And then we figured out how, like, telepathy worked. And, wow, it turns out that you should not hear all of the thoughts another person has, any other one person.
Oh, yeah.
Much less every single person who's ever around you.
Most thoughts are not even conscious.
Yeah, so we abandoned the city, and now we live so far apart from each other that we can't hear each other's thoughts.
About right.
There are ones that are more serious than that, but that's the sort of tone where it's like, here's a weird thing. Why is it like this? For reasons that have to do with like human nature and metaphors for the psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Rewatch it actually. It just got a new dub, I think.
Ah.
Not just like a few years ago.
Ah. My shots are disappearing before they get to this side. There we go. That's what's dropping the rings, though, is the turrets. I forgot that the turrets in this one are especially awful. There, finally.
You've enlarged your Silphum.
Yeah, now I'm at full health from almost none.
You ever get those emails?
What email?
Those like enlarge your Silphum.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a thermogenic launcher with replicating hits highlighted.
I think more important than that, there's a cipher.
Yeah, that's a cipher we didn't have yet. That's awesome.
I like it when there's a language that your character can learn.
Mm-hmm.
I like working to know things about the surroundings that I am in video games.
Mm-hmm. So let's grab this one and then give it up for money. Because that is a parasite that I would not want to use. So may as well get some cash for it instead. Cash, cash, money, money.
Is that a pressure washer?
Basically. Only, you know, with bug legs.
Yeah. A pressure washer with bug legs.
Just like you see.
Yeah, like you see, like you have.
Yeah, I'll take this one. The extra proficiency rate should help. And I can mostly avoid malignancy. Which is a thing I try to avoid in real life these days, too.
Mm-hmm. It's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere is the thing.
Alright, let's do it. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. No, get out of here. I guess. Fucking guys. Always trying to stare at me.
I know, right? It's just like every time we're out.
Right, here's the temple. Or the broadcast tower, as we're calling it. Because it's where the broadcast we found came from. Supposedly. We shall see. Bunch of money in? Oh, under the water, of course. Because I'm supposed to come back through here immediately after fighting the boss. We'll be able to swim or at least walk underwater.
I give this game shit for its particle effects, and it deserves it. But they are really pretty.
Uh-huh. Why is my...
Because of all the particle effects, unfortunately.
No, it's not the particle effects. This has too much shit loaded in. Well, fortunately, I'm gonna like, that shouldn't happen on one run.
I agree with you.
I'm gonna hit suspend and exit and then start the game up again. This game runs like ass. They should be ashamed of how bad this port is. Especially after Neo 2 came out so well. And like Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm serious. They should have fixed this shit months ago.
I agree with you. PlayStation continues to not care about ports.
They're pretending that they don't care about ports, but they sure are trying to make money off of them. once they realized that they could make a lot of money off of them.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to end up going like Sega?
Turning full third party?
Yeah, where they just like decide it's not actually worth it.
I kind of hope so at this point. As PlayStation, not something I have any desire to have. Hey, another cipher.
Hey.
Right. I'm not sure who is buying PlayStation still, or Xboxes. I don't know anyone who has these.
People do.
I know someone must, but like who? I guess Paul has 5 of them.
The short Paul Saunders of Loading Ready Run does have 5 PS5s. That's true. He dressed them up like Spice Girls.
Didn't see that.
Oh, really? Have you not actually seen the video?
Apparently not. I thought I had.
It's really good.
When the you have a PS4, well, you're a generation behind, so not all hope is lost. Don't have a PS5 because of how long scalpers were the only supply. That's how the Switches were for us for a long time.
Mm-hmm. It's the reason I have a light instead of a full Switch. But joke's on them. I have a bunch of Switches now.
Here we got alt fire coolant, a reflex stimulant. Neither of these is like good.
Is that or and?
It's and, but I only have 2 spaces. Honestly, most of the things that go in the consumable slot are not useful in like ever.
Yeah, it seems like the only ones that you are excited to pick up are like
The healing items.
Yeah, the healing items, and specifically the
This isn't too bad looking.
statue over your dash is disabled.
Statues are not a consumable, but they don't go in that slot.
Oh, no?
No.
The astronaut?
Yeah, those
Okay.
don't go in there. Those go in just your passive equipment over here,
Ah, okay.
as they activate automatically rather than with a button press.
That makes sense.
Right?
Yep. Oh,
I could have just dashed through that, but you know, might as well look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing looks quite as cool as doing little hop.
Actually, you couldn't have dashed through that.
Oh yeah, I guess not. I was thinking I couldn't dash now, but I was trying to figure out how to get through it.
Yeah, but you can dash through these.
Yeah. I was briefly confused. Oh hey, haven't seen one of these in a bit.
Counted the laser security systems all across Atropos. I can safely conclude this. The hive mind developed this network in order to contain the Severed. That was the intent. But the execution? Failure. It only slowed them down.
Okay, the kinetic field doesn't protect you from anything. It damages things that get close to you. That's why it didn't work like I expected last time.
That would make sense.
People are scalping Kirby's Return to Dreamland because it went on a big sale.
The last console I think we owned was the 360. I'm sorry, the last not Nintendo console. It is weird how I think of Nintendo as being inherently different.
Ah, fucking hell. Now I guess I gotta go back for that large resin, or large silphium rather. Glad that's there. I love how when you try to dash in those spaces, it just makes your backpack fizzle.
You can jump down that hole.
Are you sure there's not water in it?
On the right side? On the right side of this hallway. It's further along near to the...
That just leads back down to where we were before.
Oh, okay. If you move in real life, it doesn't
Doesn't change your peripheral vision?
change your peripheral vision, unfortunately.
That's what I've been told.
How have you felt about that advice?
Thinking about when I've been told that, it feels like a bullying phrase.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Dash re-enabled. I didn't even notice. Dash disabled. Dash re-enabled. Fuck off. Alright, here we go. Ah, hell yeah. That was a lot of ass I just kicked right. Whoa!
Mm-hmm. Damn, just threw all of those Macross missiles at you, hey?
Uh-huh.
Unloaded the whole Liberty Beam.
You say matchbox missiles?
Macross.
Okay.
I like Matchbox missiles also.
It actually kind of describes what they're like.
It does kind of describe what they're like. As a piece of terminology, I enjoy it, but I'm referencing anime Macross, which was the first time I saw, like, close mini missiles like that. Nintendo was a bit different before it started carrying games like Skyrim, right? So, Nintendo first-party games are still this whole thing.
You associate Nintendo first-party games as being great.
Yeah.
Like, put together extraordinarily well.
And they often are.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean Nintendo's a good company. There's no such thing as a good company. They're good at the thing they do. They do a lot of other stuff that you wish they didn't do in order to make that thing.
Well, I guess I'm just screwed, huh?
No, you got this.
I would agree with you, except that there's another one of these guys over there. Fuck.
Oh, that was so
That's
close.
not even supposed to follow that close behind you. That's some shit.
You really almost got there.
Yeah. That wasn't even like a boss fight, though. Oh, it's very frustrating.
The other day I was looking at the Switch eShop Cyber Monday sale, and there was a literal hentai game with hentai in the title.
Yep. There's a surprisingly large number of those. So I guess as soon as the memory leak starts getting bad, we just have to turn off the game and turn it back on again. Which is not, that's called a workaround. That's not supposed to be
That's not supposed
the one thing you can do.
That's not your first order operations answer.
You're supposed to fix the thing. Okay. Did not even hear the sound. How am I missing the sound? I don't know. I don't think I'm doing good this week either. No, I'm having trouble paying attention, I think.
Do you need me to be more or less distracting?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No, this is entirely on me. I just haven't been doing just good in general. I think.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Go. Oh. Oh, those are my shots.
They're your shots looping back.
Yeah. That's such a crappy ult.
A series of lines that interlace, a series of lines that intersect.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Used up my astronaut figure already.
Return to buy astronaut figure. don't know, I'm suddenly picturing, like, the person whose job it is to, like, test the games is like, hey, for the eShop, and it's like, hey, this submission is a hentai game that's called Hentai. Do we want this on our Nintendo eShop? And so, like, yeah, I guess. It's there. Like, wow, this shit never would have flown when Iwata was alive.
Did you see my 180-degree sword with perfect timing there?
I did.
That was nice. It dove at me and I was like, not today, Returnal. Returnal Satan.
You will have to find a different day.
How about sometime next week?
That is no good for me. I'm preparing next week to go visit my family.
Well, how about in January?
Yes, certainly the new year will allow me enough time to calm down.
All right, Returnal. I will see you then.
Thank you. Thank you for respecting my Returnal's boundaries.
Oh, it dropped something. Sweet. And then I exploded. Ah, led to an empty room.
Oh, that's a shame.
Fuck.
That's a real Gregorian shame.
Mm-hmm. You remember when people noted that it was ridiculous for a PlayStation 3 to cost $600?
600 US dollars.
It's like consoles just cost that much now.
Yeah. Something Overton window.
Uh-huh. Sony also tried to do a thing when the PS5 came out where you had to sign up to be on a list for the privilege of buying a PlayStation 5.
Uh-huh.
And like, that's fucked up.
So, a charitable part of myself is saying, well, that is a way to sort of make sure that scalpers don't get all of your shit first.
Except that scalpers are signing up for that too.
Yeah. There is that.
Alright, and the fucking frame drops are already kicking back in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I might switch games.
Okay.
Because this game is becoming more and more difficult to play. Not because of the game, but because of the shoddy port.
Mm-hmm. It's weird, says Freya, watching Nintendo to try and adapt to the contemporary console landscape, especially since it clearly doesn't really know how to do that. I really miss how they got rid of the actual theming. 3DS had a lot of themes, but the Switch is so generic.
Yeah. The Wii had a nice theme, even if it was only the one. Although you could change that with homebrew. Now they try to like ban your console if you use homebrew. Because of this always online bullshit.
I was about to say, the Wii had a lot of really good themes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like da na 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 na. That was a good theme.
Mm-hmm.
And ba na 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 bing.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good theme that we had.
That is a good theme that the Wii had. I don't know. This game is actually actively running worse and worse the further into it I get, and that's wild. At this point, if you make it to the third level, it just gets the frame rate drops so fucking bad it's unplayable.
Uh-huh.
And right now, after just going through a couple rooms in the third level,
it is slowing down a little bit.
Yep. I don't think this one can even give me an item. Yeah, that one's just for health. The other one damages you, but gives you an item. Usually crap.
This one gave you a bunch of spare health, not a bunch of spare health.
Mm-hmm. Little of spare health as a treat.
Little of spare health. That side of... So down at the bottom left, there's the health bar.
Uh-huh.
And it shows you the size the health bar is usually.
Yeah.
And then also it shows you the little amounts you got from collecting silphium resin.
Yeah.
And it's so small, that extra part.
Yeah, it always is when you first start up a run. Oh my god. Please, everyone, stop bullet helling at me for just a moment.
Please, I did not sign up for all this tohu.
Danmaku time!
Danmaku.
I don't think you understand. I am the bullet devil. Like the bullet witch's boss.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I really didn't want to be reminded that Bullet Witch ever existed. I really didn't want that set of memories in my head anymore.
Imagine Bayonetta without the self-awareness.
Yep, it's that. It's exactly that.
Yep. And also it doesn't play very well.
Also, it doesn't play very well. I had my terrible ex, my worst ex, was not a gamer, and put up with the fact that occasionally we would sit down and play Portal for a couple of hours with minimal support. But the only game that she ever showed an active interest in was Bullet Witch.
That is maybe the strangest thing I have ever heard about a person.
Yes.
Like, that's wild.
Yeah. It's because it had a Bullet Witch on.
Like, honey, if you want some soft porn, there's the internet for that.
There's a whole bunch of soft porn I could hand you, and that's actually a different series of stories. But
Or, like, play Bayonetta, because, like...
Just play Bayonetta.
That's an actually good game.
Yeah.
Still gotta get to Bayonetta 2 and 3 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I have 420, not Silphium, Obolites.
Is Bayonetta 3 the one featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, the latest Bayonetta has Dante in the trailer.
And yeah, it's, the main thing that came out about it was the person who used to voice Bayonetta claimed she'd been offered an absolute fucking pittance and everyone was behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, a bunch of documents came out that showed she was lying through her teeth. And then she got all Gamergatey.
That sucks so bad.
Yep.
That whole story sucked absolute ass.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, oh, can we finally, like, talk about how voice actors don't get the recognition, respect, or payout that they deserve as working actors in the industry? Are we going to talk about that a little bit?
Nope, because the person who brought it up is a fake and an asshole.
God damn it. It's a real problem.
Oh, what the fuck? When did you get here?
Earlier. Hey, it's Treebeard. His gas is green.
I hate this guy, though. And his green gas. Wow, I actually didn't know you could fuck up his shots like that. Oh my god, stop.
Oh.
Treebeard, I told you no more second breakfasts. You're uninvited.
Douglas.
It's just old Treebeard scraping against the window.
Douglas. I'm gonna go for away a moment and come back.
Okay. I may change games.
Yeah. I will remind you that it is 9:50.
Yeah, it sure is. So we'll see about changing games after the break.
Oh.
Because honestly, I'm tired of this port. Which sucks because I'm not remotely tired of the game. And I'm not buying a fucking PS4 for it. Oh my god. Didn't buy Bayonetta 3 because of that, and by the time I found out she was lying, I couldn't find it in stores anymore. Yep. That's kind of the same thing that happened to me. Alright. See, that's someone trying to take advantage of a real problem in order to profit. I don't know why she thought that that information wouldn't come out, though. That's wild. Alright, remember that there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. We have listed here some ways you can help. In fact, my fucking laptop claims that it's about to run out of battery power, but it's at full battery, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, so there is the civil rights movement. I already said that part. So there's the bail fund I can speak. The bail fund project. Bail fund network. There we go. I'm super dyslexia today. Okay, there's the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Okra Project, and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help Black trans and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Under the second command are more ways that you can help. These are all current campaigns, things that are kept up to date. Yeah, I keep mixing my sentences together. These are current campaigns. These are things that you can do to help right now. They are kept up to date by my Sibs Joy. Remy is here with me today. They are September and Remy collectively in the chat. So please let one of them know if anything else needs to go here. Black Lives Matter, the lives of people of color matter, Indigenous lives and lands matter, Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we've got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way up to the top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. All right, we're going to go to the break. I'm going to run some ads. We're going to decide if we keep playing this or play something else. Regardless, something entertaining will happen, so come on back here in just a few minutes. All right, so I'm back. Remy's here with me still.
I'm still here with you.
I have not decided on a game, but I don't think I can take having to restart my game every single loop. I don't think I'm up for that.
There's unpacking.
There is. That does not sound like fun to me, though.
Oh.
Do you have any idea how many times I've unpacked?
I've unpacked a lot of stuff also.
Oh, well, it's just a format that doesn't appeal to me.
Okay.
That's a me thing. Xenoblade. Alice never finished her Xenoblade run.
That's true. You could get Catherine full body.
Ew.
You know, one of the worst games.
It's almost as bad as Persona 4 and 5.
The extended edition of one of the worst fucking games.
Yeah, that tries to be trans-inclusive by being super transphobic.
I don't feel like it's trying to do that first thing.
I think that it's trying to look like it's trying to do that.
Yes.
Remember, optics are for Nazis. If I enjoyed unpacking, I know a lot more of my stuff is. Very nice. So I guess this can just be, I don't know. If I do this. There we go. Yeah, now they can't see that I have porn bookmarks. We'll just look at Deku deals for a while. That means I do have to, though, change it to just chatting, I guess.
I'll just go ahead and deck these deals.
Right, let me change the game to...
Game quotes.
Yeah, the category they call it now, since there is more than games in it. And I fucking took my title to heart.
If a game brings you suffering, stop playing it.
Yep.
Good.
I kind of expected with how bad the fucking memory leak got last week that this might happen.
But this might be the one.
Yeah. I hate when there's a good game that doesn't run well. Right. Looking at the Deku deals. Got the Cowabunga collection for $4.
That's true.
Shit. There it is. Alright. Now I'm going to hit F11 to go to full screen and hide my porn bookmarks.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to hit scene, and there you go. Now you can see what we're seeing.
Chap Justining.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the porn bookmarks, I presume.
Chap Justining?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh, fucking, there's this thing where... So there's a lot of scraper bots that will take freely available content and upload them to, like, YouPorn or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But because they're doing that, and because they have a sort of limited thought space, right, to name things.
Yeah.
It's all like
Chap and fellow. I've seen those.
yeah.
Chap justifies a beautiful trans girl.
Yeah. Like that.
Oh fuck.
Bums me out how little non-binary porn there is on freely available websites.
Uh-huh.
I understand that the answer to that is to buy pornography from pornographers that you enjoy.
If I could afford to buy pornography, we wouldn't have to be asking for money every month.
That's sort of our space.
Mm-hmm. By the way, join our Patreon.
You could join our Patreon if you wanted.
This is an order to no one in particular.
It's not an order, it's a suggestion. Please join our Patreon. We don't want to order people. I hate that.
Mm-hmm. Just making a joke.
I know. It's just I have a particular dislike for... You know how everywhere wants you to sign up for their fucking rewards program because selling your purchasing metrics is the only actual industry there is anymore?
Maybe next time.
Sure.
Sorry. I was trying to add on to what you were saying.
Right. You get a lot of that. The one that annoys me is when they don't ask you if you have rewards or ask you if you would like to sign up for rewards. They just say, put in your phone number there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no.
That's how they can trick people into joining their shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. You're not my dom, and you don't get to tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm. There's the House in Fata Morgana Dreams of the Revenants edition. That's a lot of words.
It sure is a lot of words.
With that many words in the title, they definitely, that's definitely a visual novel.
Uh-huh.
Like, no chance it's not a VN.
I'm begging you to click on it.
I did.
Okay. Screenshots. Yup. Look at it go. Visual novel.
Okay. I know this is supposed to be a man and a woman, but there is no heterosexual explanation for this.
This is AI art.
It's not, actually. I recognize the art style. Fucking... I cannot place the name.
A gothic suspense tale set in a cursed mansion, the House in Fata Morgana, is a full-length visual novel spanning nearly a millennium that deals in tragedy, human nature, and insanity. This version includes 3 games: The House in Fata Morgana, A Requiem for Innocence, a prequel shedding light on some other stuff that you'll know when you play the first game, A Reincarnation, a sequel featuring the central cast members reincarnated in present day, which is the part including voices, as the description gives us in asterisks.
So they didn't get them in to voice the first part of the game, I guess.
I guess.
Other additional short stories.
Yeah. Coffee shop AUs are available.
Mm-hmm. Fire Emblem Engage, I don't know a thing about that. Fire Emblem games that are named like this are usually the shitty ones that sell, though. You know, like damn it, I forgot the names of them. There's the ones that came out on the 3DS are fucking garbage, and they're all named like this. They didn't have microphones when the first part of the story. God damn it. Very nice. Bayonetta 3 is $30 on Woot, which is like an Amazon thing.
Ugh, that sucks.
It's like they put stuff up there at like Overstock, so you end up getting stuff for pretty cheap. The disadvantage being, I believe it takes forever to ship or some shit.
.hack GUI last recode, which I presume means .hack. For real, we're never gonna make another goddamn .hack.
No, it's just the second game series that I tried to play, but then it had like an hour of cutscene that didn't make any sense because I hadn't seen the requisite anime.
Oh yeah,
That was really bad.
there's Talos Principle. I've been thinking about playing that on stream. Because Talos Principle 2 either just came out or is about to come out. And that interests me because the way Talos Principle 1 ends sort of negates the need for a sequel in literally any respect. But I like that group. It's made by Crow Team, who made Serious Sam.
Yeah.
And this is their, like, weird philosophical puzzle game that the Serious Sam folks put together.
Yeah.
And it's quite good. And I want to see what they would do with a sequel, even if I'm not convinced of its necessity from a narrative standpoint. I made kimchi instant noodles that we found. Hell yeah.
Sweet. I love it when I find interesting. Oh yeah, I can eat ramen again. Ramen.
Oh,
yeah. I don't want to.
Right, but you could.
I could.
There's all sorts of things you can do.
I spent so many years eating basically nothing but shitty fucking 30-cent food that I really don't want to ever again.
Yeah.
The $1.50 pad thai bowls from Aldi were really good though. Chicken fell's really good.
There's a period where we were working at Macy's, where dinner for us basically every night was 2 to 3 beers and a bag of meatballs that we got from the Dollar Tree that we had deep fried. I apologize. Half a bag of meatballs. Because, you know, got to make them last.
Yep.
One might say, hi, Remalaya. Big fan of the streams. Why wouldn't you spend less money on the apparently 3 beers a night you were drinking? Do we want to circle back around to that? And my response is, I'm better now.
You're like that person who spent $3,000 on candles.
Something, yeah. Is that what the original thing was? I've never known what the original of that was.
I think so. I think it was like thousands of dollars on candles. Just, can you spend less on candles? No.
I started playing Figment. That's interesting.
I played it for like 2 minutes before. Then it's really, really hard to make out what's going on when it's this busy for me, so I couldn't get very far.
That makes sense.
3,000 on candles. I think about 800 in other expenses combined, yeah. There's Senran Kagura Peach Ball, which is apparently actually a really good pinball game, despite Senran Kagura.
I don't know what Senran Kagura is. I like pinball a lot.
It's a soft porn.
Oh, okay. Is it the pinball a titty?
Yes.
Oh.
No, the pinball's a pinball.
Okay.
But the pretty anime girls are like the tables. Hey, there's Baron Breakfast.
Right, like from Wander Song.
Wander Home.
Wander Home, thank you.
Wander Song is the... Yeah, I guess just bear and breakfast is a thing. I feel like we were ripped off.
We need to go fight someone.
Uh-huh. We're coming up with a similar name.
Coming up with a similar name. I really like Garoga.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before, and you dislike it, and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Garoga is a really good game, and if you like very intricate puzzle games, then maybe that's a thing for you.
Mm-hmm. Seen someone streaming Senran Kagura Peach Ball, and he agreed it's a good pinball game despite being Senran Kagura.
Well, dang. Now I have to go buy a softcore porn game.
Like $9 on Steam right now.
Oh, I think I'm fine, actually.
It's too much, huh?
For the joke, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's good and I might enjoy it. But, like, to buy a horny pinball game as a joke that's not a $9 decision to make. Especially when I still have Pinball Effects 3 and Pretty Boy Mahjong that I haven't played.
Mm-hmm. Dang, we're starting to get into the dregs here.
Uh-huh.
There's Quake 1.
Dregs, like Castle Crashers, and Cities Skylines, and Cuphead.
I mean, this is like the 8th release of Castle Crashers.
It is. You're not wrong.
It's trying to be Skyrim.
Cuphead.
Castle Crashers, the sequel to Alien Hominid.
That's correct.
Cuphead is far too racist to play on stream.
Unfortunately. Blue Mines.
Luminous.
Mm.
I think it's really funny that it's luminous, though.
Yeah.
There's lost words beyond the page.
I saw the first, hour or so of Nobody Saves the World, and that game looks like it bangs.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I kept seeing it, and, all the advertising was terrible.
They didn't play through it, I don't think, but they did a stream of it on Secret Sleepover Society.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that thing slaps, actually. Because it's all about it's a big open world puzzle thing.
Yeah.
Where you are hey, I wonder if my bias is showing. You're a shape-shifting nothing, and you turn into things in order to solve problems.
Thought you'd be a duck.
You can be a duck, but you can be other things also. Because duck can't handle all the problems.
So,
unfortunately, sometimes things are too big for ducks to push, for example.
But he does know Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yes, but he does know Puff the Magic Dragon. I don't know why this is where we are.
Oh, there was an episode of Puff the Magic Dragon, one of 3 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
That was about a duck named Nobody, who was a kid's imaginary friend.
Oh, neat.
Imaginary friends are just like mirrors of your heart. They're partly you, and partly me, and partly they're apart. That's a song from the episode.
Chris says there's better horny games to buy than Senran Kagura Peach Ball.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. You could buy Lady Killer in a Bind, for example. Or Max Gentleman Sexy Business.
I remember seeing that and everyone being shocked that, wait, this is a real game?
It's a real game with real stuff that happens in it.
Uh-huh.
Or if you're, a different kind of horny, you could just play Mortal Kombat 9.
It's true. Shang Tsung. He's horny. He has horns.
Shang Tsung? No, he doesn't.
Oh. What's the name of the final boss of the first game? He's got horned helmet.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. He's the leader of Outworlds. He's big bondage harness ass.
Shao Kahn, thank you.
Shao Kahn. Yeah.
You can see where I got the names mixed up, not being a fan of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So Shao Kahn is horny, is what I meant to say.
Motaro also has horns.
Oh, that's... I thought Motaro was a horse.
He's a centaur, but he does have bull's horns.
Centaurs.
Yeah, he has Centaurans.
Resident Evil Revelations. From what I understand, and from talking to Andy, apparently Resident Evil Revelations is a lot better if you're not just playing it in front of people.
Relevant Evil Resolution.
Yes.
Mm.
Revailing Evils. Signalis. World War Z is on the Switch? Alright.
That seems like it's nothing. Okay.
Uh-huh. Like, I don't know, that doesn't hit me like a console game. Maybe it's easier with aim assist. Assault Android Cactus. I've heard the name before.
Okay. Sounds like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Robot cactor.
Yes. I'm trying to think, has there ever been like a gag in a Final Fantasy media where there's a giant cactuar that's actually a mecha?
I would like it if that were a thing, but I don't know if it is.
Mm-hmm. Final Fantasy VIII had King Cactuar. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that set him apart from a regular Cactuar is his mustache.
Yeah.
And also the fact that he's like 12 stories tall, but mostly the mustache.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one of his attacks was just to fall over.
I think Nuts is a good game, but I think you wouldn't enjoy playing.
Nuts!
Yeah.
Nuts.
Ow!
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
WarioWare Move It.
Peppa Pig. There's that fucking 12 minutes game.
Oh yeah. Is that any good? 12 minutes?
It's by Annapurna, and they tend to choose interesting things to publish.
Mm-hmm.
It's got... my issue with it is that maybe the idea is interesting, but the most of the marketing I saw was like, oh, it's got Willem Dafoe in it, and I'm like, okay.
Wait,
what is the game?
Is this the one where Willem Dafoe is a cop who killed your wife?
Yes.
Because that game, I've watched that game, and it's not good.
Oh.
It's super misogynist, among other things.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yep. It is. It is not good. Shit.
Okay, Mirage Session Sharp Iron Encore.
I like that Sharp Iron is a name that sounds good for it, but I've never heard anyone but you say it.
It has to be meant to be pronounced that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't sound good any other way.
I can't imagine it not being pronounced that way.
Hashtag Fire Emblem.
I heard the Peppa Pig game is bad.
I don't doubt that. Oh, people do not put fucking effort into games for little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fucking shame. No More Heroes 3 is on at $25.
Is Kingdom New Lands the sequel to Kingdom Two Crowns?
I think New Lands is the third one, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's also Kingdom 80s, and then there's another, like, fourth main game coming out.
Oh.
Two Crowns is the second one.
Yeah.
They even had the number 2 in it. That's very considerate of them.
Yeah. You would like a Minute. Have you played Minute?
I have, and I finished Minute.
Oh, okay. So you
And
did like it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think it's very funny that it took me about 2 hours instead of a minute. I feel like I must be really bad at video games. People were really disappointed about the Bluey game that just came out. Yeah, people got really into Bluey, and then, I don't know, adults like us tend to forget that this media is not aimed at us.
Uh-huh.
There's telling l'exclamation point as.
That game... I like Sam Barlow's games.
Mm-hmm.
That one is wild.
Mm-hmm. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. Never got into Battle Network.
That's the card one?
Yeah.
Have they done that on Is This Your Card yet?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think he's mentioned it a couple times. Young Souls. Oh, this must be the you know, like in the beginning of the 90s.
Yeah.
And they had all those cartoons, but they made them children. This is that for Dark Souls.
Oh, okay. Young Souls.
I mean, shit, if that were the case, I'd play that.
Well, then let me turn you on to an actually pretty good game that I can't remember the name of.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Because I know the series of words that's going to bring this up in search engines.
Yabba dab, yabba dab, yabba dabba do.
It's unfortunately not yabba dab, yabba dab, yabba dabba.
The Bad Rock Flintstone Kids. Apparently that one was pretty good, so this one we liked as a kid. Also liked Yo Yogi, though, so don't think about my childhood taste as being anything, like, revelatory. Lego Brick Tales. That game got a big boom when it was first announced, and then no one talked about it ever again.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, which?
Brick Tales.
Oh. I feel like I've never heard about it before this moment.
Yeah, it only got a big boom for like a couple days. It is far overshadowed by Builder's Journey, which is just a nice, concise experience. Harvest Moon, not to be confused with Story of Seasons, which is what the old Harvest Moon series is now called. The Red Lantern, oh no. What will Hal do? Protect us, Hal Jordan.
Oh, okay. That's a different Hal than I thought you meant.
No, not Hal 9000.
Yeah. I'm just sort of always thinking of HAL 9000.
Hal 9000 and his famous quote, "I don't think so, Tim."
What the fuck is this game called?
Oh, I thought you were just stunned at what I just said.
Alright, you're gonna make me open my Steam on my phone.
Oh, they're into it now.
Sorry.
They didn't hear a word I said, but it sounded like a good joke at the time.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. What happened?
I said Hal 9000 and his famous catchphrase, "I don't think so, Tim."
Oh, that's very good, actually, yes.
And there was just this long, silent pause, and I thought I'd just floored you.
I'm sorry to have done this to you. It was not my intention. I legitimately want to tell you the name of this game that I think you will enjoy.
Uh-huh. Oh, fuck. Man, I love visual novel titles. Like, you know, A Girl Who Chants Love at the Bounds of This World.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Minako's Night Market. I've heard that's good.
I've seen a little bit of it, and it does look like it does a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it has ideas, and that's interesting. It also likes to break the fourth wall, and I don't know if it's doing that on purpose.
Mm-hmm. And Wilson the volleyball and his catchphrase, "Howdy ho, neighbor."
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
I am willing to swear I've never heard of most of the games in my library.
Yeah.
That I've just never seen them.
Yeah. I imagine you did the same thing we did for a while, which was when you bought a bundle, activate everything.
Oh, yeah.
And there's some real stinkers in some of those bundles. It used to be worse than it is now.
Yep.
It's like, hey, hey, do you want Sonic Frontiers for half price?
Yeah.
Well, we have to bundle with it Hentai Nudie Game 12, Hentai Nudie Game Xperia, and Google the Hentai Nudie Game.
Google.
No relation.
Yeah.
Carnival Games is on Switch. Do you remember how hard they pushed that for Wii? Yeah, I do, and it was so weird because it's garbage shovelware. It's really bad. Actually, that might be something fun for y'all to stream if you haven't yet. If you can find a copy. It's really not good. Oh my god, I had actually forgotten about the whole fucking thing about it. Etrian Odyssey Origins. That's on the wish list, so someone in this brain knows they want this. I have no idea what it is. Create endless adventure with the Etrian Odyssey Origins collection. Explore the rich beginnings of this RPG franchise with remasters of 3 timeless adventures that inspire players to go on a journey of discovery, mapping deeper dungeons and building customized parties for exploring and engage. Yeah, this is definitely not something for me. Ah, it's a dungeon crawler series. Gotcha. And these are remakes of the original however many games. 3 it looks like. Wild. One of us is planning on doing Wii streams again. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
See if you can get your hands on Carnival Games.
It's got, what's his hell in it? Eggman.
Carnival Joe.
That might be his character's name.
Got Mike,
Pat.
No.
Pollock.
Yes, thank you. Got Mike Pollock in it as the, I'm guessing as the circus master or whatever. Ring guy? The whip fellow.
The whip fellow. It's not fucking in here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I own this game.
Is it Wuppo?
It's not Wuppo.
Oh. Wuppo was cute.
I hadn't played it. I started playing it and then I was like, I kind of want to stream this, and then I never did that.
Ah.
That was years ago. It's a game that Arc System Works made.
Uh-huh.
It's a Dark Souls like,
Mm-hmm.
except everything's all fucking chibified. It's very cute.
Huh.
And we liked it a lot when we were playing it.
Arc System Work Souls like.
It's not on the Arc System Works page.
None of these.
It's none of these. This was the first place I went.
Oh, that makes sense that you would.
Yeah.
This is a bad website.
It's not a good website. It looks slightly better on mobile, but not by much.
This is a bad website. I gotta get out of here.
Chibi Dark Souls, maybe?
Possible. Are you sure it's Arc System Works?
It might not be, but I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, well...
Well...
Okay, well...
Oh wait, I know what game you're talking about. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it either. But if it's the game I'm thinking of, then I was not able to get past the way the combat works.
Okay.
But you're like a little guy with a big head and you die right at the start to a dragon?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of it, but I actually didn't care for it once I tried it.
Okay. That's a shame.
Mm.
That was a lot of time I wasted doing that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you know. The used disc store shut down, so it's hard to find more.
Oh, that sucks. If you go online, of course, you can never get a good deal. Carnival Games we use. Let's see what this is going for after the whole hullabaloo. Ah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I got it for like
$13.
15 with wait, that's the used price. You can apparently you can get a new copy, which I don't believe. Huh. Brand new factory sealed.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I thought that this would have actually gone up in price because of the big hullabaloo.
Apropos of nothing, I'm always surprised how carefully you can get new old stock off of eBay.
Absolutely. The Spirit and the Mouse. I don't know what this is, but yeah. 2 genders. It appears that you play as a mouse and a spirit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's oh crap. This was gonna be a great joke and then I fucked up the name of it.
Aw.
Moss.
Yes. Isn't that just what Moss actually is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is bootleg Moss we've decided.
Except that you're the spirit and it's in VR, so.
Oh right. Oh, that was so cute. That's the one where there's a little town and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks so cute.
We watched all of it on, because of course we don't have a fucking PlayStation
As has
VR.
No one has a PlayStation.
No one has a PlayStation. But so we watched it all on PlayFrame because they did it there, and it is absolutely adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And Moss uses ASL to communicate with you.
Oh, that's awesome. So it teaches you a little ASL.
A little bit, not a lot.
Mm-hmm. Good little beginner's way to get into it. I had not realized that part. That's fucking cool. Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher. Did they make a new Monster Rancher?
With Kaiju?
I know that they did a remaster of the first 2 games, but did they make a new Monster Rancher?
Damn, look at that horny bug.
Titties.
Damn, look at that
Look at the hips on that robot. I don't see anything that relates this in any way to Monster Rancher is the thing.
Zeton Gomera.
It's they take the Monster Hammer formula and put Toho properties into it, I guess. That's
Ultraman.
Oh, so it's straight up just fucking Ultraman monsters.
A famous Japanese tokusatsu work, and Monster Rancher, a popular role-playing simulation series.
Popular.
In iconic Ultra Kaiju such as Alien Baltan, Zeton, and Gomera.
PlayStation still exists? They're ordinary Clover.
Hello.
Apparently so. We've been floored by it ourselves.
Yeah, we're sort of surprised that anyone has them. People presumably do.
So right now we're just looking through the Nintendo eShop via Deku deals. Because it works better than the eShop on the console.
We began the evening by playing Returnal, the PC port of Returnal. Unfortunately, the PC port of Returnal is not particularly stable on this machine.
It runs super great until you hit World 3. And then if you die and go back to World 1, it still runs like shit. So there's a memory leak in there somewhere that they're refusing to fix.
Yeah. So now we're just like slamming on cheap games for fun.
Yep. Anything I recognize here? I kept seeing Myth Force.
Super Myth Force. We have that on our wish list. Because while it is probably middling as a roguelike shooter, it looks so pretty.
It does.
It looks so pretty. It looks like a Don Bluth movie. It's wonderful. And I do want it in my life, and I don't think I'm going to be satisfied with the game playing content with it. But Saturday morning cartoons are back. No, they never left. You just don't watch them.
Yeah, well, they don't actually put them on networks anymore.
Oh. Well.
You have to just turn on your streaming place and then go through a playlist to pretend you have Saturday morning cartoons now. Mom's boyfriend talked about getting a PS5, like just get a Steam Deck /PC. Generally, if there's something that you really, really want on the PS5 that's stuck there, it's gonna stay stuck there, and that's the biggest problem.
Yeah. Like they're releasing their Word
exclusives.
Thank you. They're releasing their exclusives so hesitantly to the point where it really feels like they don't want to.
Well, I mean, it started out with them not wanting to.
Yeah.
They tried to bury the PC release of Horizon Zero Dawn, and just the fact that it was spread around and became like this thing everyone was saying, hey, this is great and we're going to buy this right away. And then they couldn't like deny that they'd had bad business practices. So now they're quietly drip feeding more of them.
But unfortunately, they're probably never going to release, not Strangers of Paradise, Trouble in Paradise? That's not what it's called either. Lost Paradise. The Fist of the North Star Yakuza game.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's all that Yakuza flavor with none of the, Yakuza. Instead, you get Kenshiro. Mixing drinks and telling you you're already drunk.
You are already drunk.
You get to pop people's heads like balloons. It's a wonderful Christmas.
Again, Demon Souls remake and Bloodborne are never getting PC releases, which is really funny because if either landed on PC, that they'd be, well, they've got the whole quote-unquote community that quote-unquote loves them.
Isn't Yakuza on PC? Yakuza is on PC, but the issue with Yakuza is that it's Yakuza. I dislike Yakuza stories for personal reasons. Fist of the North Star is an anime from the 80s about Kenshiro who can punch people's eyes out of their heads from their stomach.
Often from a distance.
And
the game knows exactly how ridiculous it is, so it plays it up.
Badwood has the encapsulation. Fist of the North Star is an anime about a dude wandering the post-apocalyptic wasteland and punching bandits so hard in the chest that their heads explode 10 seconds later.
Yeah, that's about right. That's the kind of shit I watched when I was a kid. I came out fine. There's WrestleQuest. Goner 2. Fucking
That's
hell.
probably good. I should probably play that eventually.
Goner is such a weird duck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a really good game. It's actually really fun and relaxing. But all the advertising is, you're gonna die and this is the hardest game you've ever played, gamer.
It's not even, like, it's quite difficult, but that's not the point of it. It's super...
It's so
super
chill.
Cute. It's super cute and chill, honestly, is Goner.
Triangle strategy. God, remember the fucking voice acting and dialogue of the demo?
Listen, we're not going to call it triangle strategy. That's a placeholder name.
God, the demo was so bad. It had the worst fucking voice acting I'd ever heard in a AAA game. And that's saying something.
I feel like we didn't actually play the demo.
Oh, we tried playing it and it's just people talking about all these events that have already happened like I'm supposed to care. And then it throws you into a combat situation, which is both extremely slow and extremely sluggish. And also, like, I don't know, they try to introduce like 5 different systems into it and none of them do anything for a particular fight. It's really bad. I don't know if the full game is good, but the demo sucked. One Punch Man, but edgy. Oh, like One Punch Man isn't edgy? Like, that's kind of the point, is it's edgy.
I've not seen One Punch Man.
Oh, it's trying to be the fun, edgy Fist of the North Star, effectively.
Oh,
except Kenshiro wandered the desert. One Punch Man is just bored with the fact that he can punch people to death in one punch. I guess One Punch Man is kind of making fun of anime like Fist of the North Star.
It's like, what do you do? Carolinus wept because there were no more worlds to conquer, right? You have the #1 headband. What's your life like now?
It's one of those. Not shoujo, the other one. Shonen, thank you. The one for the other binary gender.
Yeah.
I like that show is show in Japanese.
You could get McPixel 3.
I sure could. I haven't even played McPixel 1 and 2, though.
You don't need to. It's not like that.
No Reload Heroes. 350.
The Anniversary Collection of all the Atari games.
Is that the one that's just the collection, or the one that sends you through remixes of it? The premise of Fist of the North Star is that after the collapse of society, every settlement is ruled by the strongest fighter in the area, and Kenshiro is stronger than most of them, but would rather protect the weak than rule over them. Yeah, that sums it up really well. And then he also has the ultimate combat technique, the Fist of the North Star, which is like a blessing, curse, kind of. And so he hits people really hard.
So it took me a while to realize that the scars on Ken's chest are supposed to be Ursa Major. Because, of course, in a different hemisphere, in a different part of the world, the constellation looks different because the sky is different.
Yeah. But I figure he got punched in the chest and his head didn't explode, so he absorbed all the energy of the hit. That's my personal canon.
They show it in the game, in the opening cutscene of the game, to like show you who Ken is. They show that fight and how his enemy, whose name I can't remember at the moment, his big bad, just sticks his fingers in his body, and it just happens to form the Big Dipper.
Yep. Because apparently he had his hands like this when he did it.
He did. Like, the whole fucking series is like that.
It's ludicrous.
It's Rule of Cool to the max, and I don't have anything bad to say about it.
The thing I always liked is that it could be really funny while taking itself deadly serious. It both knew it was bullshit, but also took itself so straight-faced. And that ends up being way funnier to me.
Like my favorite movie in the entire world, Shoot 'Em Up.
God, I actually like Shoot 'Em Up.
God, I love Shoot 'Em Up so much. I shouldn't actually talk about Shoot 'Em Up.
Hey, there's Octopath Traveler, the prequel to Octopath Traveler 2.
That's true, what you said. I can't say it's not.
Souther gave him the Big Dipper scars. One of the big bads did.
I think so. Demon's Tilt, speaking of good pinball games.
Remake of Demon's Tilt is pretty fucking nice.
Yeah.
It's actually got way more to it than the original did. About an elf.
It's a game about an elf. Why does this cat have meat tentacles coming out of the cat?
I'm more tripping out over this poser-ass model.
Okay, yeah, that is what that is happening.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to... Oh, look at it.
This is either going to be super good or really, really bad.
I
have the feeling the latter, unfortunately. Just looking at the mood of these images.
I love collages. I love
Magnum Opus Lumen.
I love mixed media.
Princess Dam finds 5 gummy bears. Damn. I want 5 gummy bears.
I know, right?
I always assume the worst from this shit, honestly.
You should, unfortunately. It's hard to not. I like Cine Mora. I got a t-shirt for Cine Mora somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, unless I threw it away. We went to PAX. And we went to PAX one year. And oh yeah, it's a bullet hell. Except it's not as bad as it looks, because the gimmick of Cine Mora is that you have a button that slows time. So you get to just, when you have like that web that you're hovering over right now, you can just slow time and use that real tiny channel right there in the middle to slide through.
I do feel like I wouldn't be able to handle it with dyslexia. Still a lot of information on the screen.
It's an awful lot of information. I cannot fault you for thinking that would be difficult for you. We played the demo at PAX,
Mm-hmm.
and anyone who beat the demo on hard got a T-shirt.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. We didn't get there. We almost got there. There was this dude, like, standing behind us.
Breathing very loudly.
Sort of breathing. And I'm like, can I help you? And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm a journalist from GameStop. Not GameStop, GameSpot. Sorry. I'm a journalist from GameSpot, and I was just waiting for the kiosk. It's like, oh, yeah, I think
you wait like 5 feet back.
I didn't want to fuck with it, and I was like, oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. Click off, and hand the control over. The dude who was running the kiosk was right next to me. It's like, you didn't have to do that. You were like right there. Give me your information. We'll send you the shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What he didn't know is it was actually just because he didn't want a guy breathing down your neck.
I absolutely did not want a guy breathing down my neck. It was already... I've talked about this trip slightly before, and I probably will again, but it was the year that it wasn't on Memorial Day weekend. And
the one day that they announced that way too late.
Yep, and we had set all of our plans to go on Memorial Day weekend. And then had to cancel flights, not get our money back because it was too close.
Yep.
Make new flights.
Yeah.
Cancel the hotel, not get the same hotel because the hotel was now booked up for the convention on the actual days. And
it's kind of a miracle that the convention kept going after what a clusterfuck that year was.
We played Street Fighter versus Final Fight? Is that what it was?
No. Now Street Fighter X Tekken?
Yes.
That was the one where you played with Tekken characters, but with Street Fighter controls?
Yes.
Yeah. And then they were gonna release Tekken Cross Street Fighter, where you'd play as Street Fighter characters with Tekken controls, and then they just didn't. That's about how that went.
Had poison in it, which,
There's a point.
There's a point.
I'm glad that Poison has become a character that they like to actually keep in the games, though it's weird that she's not a playable character in Street Fighter 6 by default.
I agree.
Hey, Wheel of Fortune.
That girl is poison.
That's true, that's her name.
Yeah.
So what's different about this Wheel of Fortune and the Wheel of Fortune on DOS that I played in 1989?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably not much. It certainly isn't in the dithered CGA color palette. So there's that.
And yet everything still looks a little off.
Yeah. We had, not Wheel of Fortune, but we had a couple of other of the...
Oh no. Man has seen some shit.
So, okay, you can say that, and that's great. My eye is drawn to the words top clothing. I'm looking at these things and going like
skinny jeans and a Leatherman
It's like
Letterman jacket.
You do not look like a top. You look like you don't even know what that would mean.
He looks like the kind of guy who goes to a fraternity and then never talks to anyone from his college again.
Yeah.
And then someone tries to get him to come around to raise hell and party. And he's like, and they're like, what happened to you, man? I grew up. You didn't, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then he walks away feeling all proud of himself.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that life.
That smack sound was him getting hit by a train.
And then he was in the hospital for a few weeks.
But he got better. He got out. Yeah. The train wasn't going very fast.
Yeah, it was a very slow
It was an unbelievably slow 1 mile an hour train.
Yeah, he didn't even really like get hurt, but like his foot got caught on the outside of the track.
He like jumped when he realized the train was still moving, and so he like twisted his ankle.
Yeah. I don't know why he was in there for a few months, though.
Yeah, bad ankles, It's all football. He didn't mind the gap, says Freya, which is good. Never. If I'd gone to a fraternity, that would have been the result. Never talking to anyone from the college again.
Uh-huh. Fraternities are not good institutions. There's Eternal Radiance, which I assume is the sequel to every other game with the word eternal in it. Like Eternal Sonata.
And Eternal Darkness.
And Eternal Darkness, yeah. Eternal Radiance, Sanity's Requiem.
Mm-hmm. Fabula Novella Crystallis.
Has Celeste in it.
It does have Celeste in it, like Amogus.
Ah, damn. Yeah, that's some wild crossover shit they're doing there.
Yeah.
Among Us.
I don't know. I'm interested in how many in sort of a morbid way, how many of your garden variety shitty gamer boys who make Among Us jokes are now going to be unbelievably mad that the trans characters from the trans game are in their Amogus.
They'll either be super angry or will pretend that it's not real.
It's not happening, and also Celeste isn't about the trans journey like at all. That's what people will say.
Yeah. And then the creator will come out and say, hey, actually, this is about the trans journey and is deeply personal to me.
I trans my gender as a result of this game.
Celeste is in Amogus, yeah.
Yeah.
It sure is a thing.
Celeste I'm sorry, Madeline. Her name isn't Celeste. Celeste is the name of the mountain.
Celeste is the mountain.
But Madeline, Badeline, and Theo.
Celeste ain't just a mountain in British Columbia.
And Denial ain't just city in the suburbs of Chicago.
That's right.
Pardon me, I'm just going to grab my phone and make a Wikipedia entry for Denial, Illinois.
Let's go, Eevee. Dun, 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 dun. Temtem. I didn't know that had console releases. That's wild. Corpse Party. Wow, Corpse Party is on the Switch. That's wild.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a different game than I thought it was.
Oh, okay. And originally an RPG Maker game.
Uh-huh.
That's very, very gory. So they don't show any of that in the screenshot.
Oh, good. Illinois' denial of parentage. Illinois' denial of paternity. You can deny other things, Illinois.
True.
Appealing and unemployment denial. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You should quit looking at that screen.
Yeah, that's your source of madness.
Yep. No, my sort of... Oh. Okay.
What?
I didn't know that was a game you were
that's
pointing at. Yeah. I like these backgrounds.
I do too, but I'm having a lot of trouble making out where the character is, despite that it's clearly marked.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So that's like somewhere between use of color and dyslexia. I'm losing it somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
They always run. Fuck, what is They Always Run the quote from?
It's from that... it was a book first, but they made a movie about it starring Tom Cruise. It's about people who are psychics and catch criminals before they do
Born
crime.
Identity.
The Born Identity, yes.
Okay.
Minority Report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're both the same movie, basically.
Yeah, sure. I'm not here to argue. I actually don't care. You're wrong, but I don't.
I was making a joke.
I know. The Bourne movies are good. They're good movies.
I don't know. I actually haven't seen any of them.
Yeah. They're fun little spy thrillers.
Mm-hmm.
They love their shaky cam way too much.
That might be why I never watched any of them.
Yeah.
There was like 10 years there where I could not watch any movies because they all did the fucking shaky cam.
Yeah.
And the reason they do that has nothing to do with style and everything to do with the fact that it doesn't cost shit to film a scene while moving a camera around.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the cheapest way to film a combat scene because no one gets to see any of it. There's Captain Toad. Wah! Ah, wah, 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 wah. I'm the Captain Toad. I'm the Captain Toad, and I say it's time for breakfast.
Sir, it's 11:30 p.m.
Ah, you don't get to tell me when to eat breakfast. I'm Captain Toad. As opposed to ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum.
The last Bourne movie makes me dizzy. Yeah, It is that.
That's the trouble. All right. Well, it's been an hour and I haven't come up with something else to play.
Yeah.
So let's do the Patreon shout outs.
Oh, did I just hit a wrong button?
Maybe.
No, everything looks fine.
Okay. I'm gonna hit that outro button there.
Make sure I didn't accidentally mute us or some bullshit, but we appear to be fine.
Yeah, it's good. All right. So we got 4 patrons.
Aye, aye.
And I would like to say thank you to Sage, Melissa Case, Jay Unionize Everything Except Cop Slogan, Conduit of Queerness, Mage of Life, and Andymonium. Y'all are wonderful and helping to keep us on the track of video games, I guess.
On the video game track.
If you want to join these patrons, here are the links. Patreon, obviously, as I said. Alice is going to be doing the 2016 Monster High Mega Bloks Advent Calendar day by day and just next week starting. And that'll be something that will be exclusive to patrons. There'll be like, I think she's doing the first one and making it public. And then the rest are going to be not public.
Not that. They're going to be Patreon exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Withholding content is almost the same as having exclusives.
I'm not sure that that applies here.
No, I'm just bitter about the way that everything is.
YouTube does just keep making its interface worse to try and push people into paying a subscription fee.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yawning.
Exactly. And then there's the Etsy shop where you can buy some super cool pronoun bins, keychains, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
If you put keychain into the, along with the other stuff in the customization box, Katie will just make it into a keychain for you because we have all the pieces for it.
Yeah.
So if you want a keychain instead of that's stream stuff.
Oh,
right
that's
there.
where that came from. I went to wash clothes and realized that I had one of the keychain like bits just in my pants pocket apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I learned that was because it was stuck to the like lint trap of the dryer when my pants came out.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Not the one from your keychain, is it?
No, we absolutely checked first thing. Do not even worry about it.
All right. And schedule. I don't feel like reading down the schedule, but you can click there to find it.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening.
And here's our YouTube channel. I'll be back with something else that actually runs like even remotely well next week.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow for some Liza P with 2 in September.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you later.
Have a good night.